Welcome to #Why Lit Chat. I'm Sahara with the St. Louis Public Library, and in this chat, we typically talk about fiction and nonfiction young adult novels, fiction and nonfiction juvenile titles for tweens. We also talk about graphic novels and mangas, and I'm super excited because we are going to be talking about National Arab American Heritage Month, which is NAAHM. Yes, something very different, but I'm excited to share selections featuring Arab American characters with you today. So let's get into it. So for today's selection, we have a young adult fiction title called Mirage, and it has a really beautiful cover that I love. It was written by Somaiya Daud. It was published by Flatiron Books, and it is also available on Hoopla in audiobook format, which I think is really great to listen to. Now, this book is really unique because it is about Amani, who is aspiring to be a professional poet, right, which isn't seen, and then there's this evil empire that's trying to take over. She gets kidnapped. There's a bunch of adventure in this book that I think is really worth a read. And I'm going to share a little bit with you today, okay? So the fire has been set, they claimed, because of the rebels in the area, but the only proof of the Garda had that rebels sheltered among us was a phrase people said that had been carved into the gatehouse. The blood never dies, the blood never forgets. It was a phrase from the book of Daya. Most people believed it was a testament of our endurance and survival, but there were some who believed it meant Masiana might return, that her blood would call her back to the world in one form or another. Whichever meaning you took, rebels had been using it as a rallying cry now more than ever. So as you can see, there's a lot of things happening in this book, and it's kind of just a peek. Do you think she's going to join the rebels? Is she kidnapped by the rebels? What's happening here? So this is a really interesting book that is featuring a character that represents Arab Americans. So I think it's a great read. You guys know what time it is. It is time for Shelve It or Read It. So would I read the book or would I leave it on the shelf? Let's find out. So up first we have Court of Lions, which is Mirage number 2, and it is the second and final installment of this story. And I think if you make it through the first one, you have to read the second one, so I would read it, okay? And then we have We Hunt the Flame, which is by Hafsa Faisal, and this one is about a 17-year-old huntress named Zafira, and she is in ancient Arabia, and she disguises herself as a man to seek out a lost artifact that could return magic to her cursed world, which I think is really cool, so I would read it. I love those stories where they pretend to be, a guy. I think that's fun. And then How It All Blew Up, which is by Arvin Ahmadi. And this one is about 18-year-old Amir, who always knew coming out to his Muslim family would be messy. He just didn't think it would end up in the airport interrogation room, which is super embarrassing. I don't know. It's really hard to have that situation happen and somewhere so much pressure already, right? And I think it's just a great story as a kid who's coming out. It's really important just to have that supportive environment. And so you kind of get to see what happens and how it all blew up with him. So you can definitely check out those books. As you can see, today's list was a read it list, but it's all good. Peace. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I hope you've enjoyed today's selections, and I hope you got to learn a little bit more about National Arab American Heritage Month. Yes, I did that. And I hope you know it's time to sign up for summer camps. So we have a few summer camps available. The first one is Fun in the Kitchen, which is open July 19th through 23rd. And it's for ages 11 through 13. And it's where you learn how to make tasty recipes at home, such as like sweet potato and black bean chili, pineapple carrot muffins, and peanut butter cookies. And you also use non-perishable ingredients, which will be provided. There's only 5 spots left, so go ahead and sign up now, even though it's a little further away. The next one we have is a Smart Sense, which is June 28th through July 2nd, and it's for ages 12 through 18. It's learn how to set goals and budget and invest and grow your assets and increase your net worth by the age of 25. Definitely do that, okay? It's important. So sign up for these summer camps. Head over to slpl.org so you can sign up today. I'm super excited, and I'm also thankful to Somaiya Daud for an amazing novel and Flatiron Books for publishing it, and also for book number 2. I hope you guys have a great day. I look forward to seeing you next Friday at noon so you can hear about your latest new favorite. Peace.